Hey everyone, I came across this great quote the other day and I wanted to share it with you. It's from Khalil Gibran. It is slavery to live in the mind unless it has become part of the body. It's so great. It's so great, isn't it? Because it's like in just like how many 11 words or whatever, it just shows the whole thing that is going on. That this living in the mind creates of us, creates of what we are, creates of our reality, a system of slavery where everything is dragged into whatever reality the mind is creating. We're dragged into the future, we're dragged into the past, we're dragged into other people's heads, we're dragged into concepts of approval and respect, and we're dragged into conflicts, we're dragged into proving ourselves, of being worthy and being valuable. Slavery. It is slavery, isn't it? There's a no choice, no option, compulsion, compelled, just dragged into these non-existent creations of mind. And that's what life can be, isn't it? That's what life can be, just one continuous slavery to whatever is being, like this, now this, that, whatever it is. There we are, our whole being tied up in it. And excuse me, and there's no question about it. There's no one tells us what's going on until they do. Until they do. And then what happens, and I love this second part of the quote, it's slavery to live in the mind unless it has become part of the body. Oh, I love that. Because what I see in that is that the body is reality. It's pure intelligence. It's this moment now. It's the meeting of whatever arises. It's beingness in action. And the mind can become part of that flow of intelligence, of the flow of existence, the just miraculous meeting of whatever is there to be met, responding to whatever is there to be responded to, these infinite reactions going on in the body to 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 create a form in which life is expressed and in which it moves and touches and hears and sees. All of this is happening, and it's not being dictated by the mind. The mind isn't making all that happen. It thinks it is, which is why all of existence goes into the slavery of the mind, because it's so believable. But all of this miraculous intelligence is just happening. And when it's realized that that's what we are, isn't it? This intelligence, this response, this aliveness, that's us. And the mind, the imagination, concepts and projection and future and time travel, all of it comes into the body. It becomes aligned to part of the intelligence of response that we are. So all that creativity, all that ability to create out of nothing a whole world comes into the service of the body, which is now, which is reality, which is sanity. Oh, I love that. I love that. It might be my new favorite quote, I think. It's so simply said, and yet it contains the entire wealth of our being, the entire simplicity of this understanding. Slavery to the mind, slavery to these beliefs, to these ideas of reality, these concepts that aren't actually real, that are never true, and yet slavery, unquestioned, blind following, like wrapped up completely, hopeless, like yeah, held captive by this mind. That's what we are, isn't it? Held captive. And our whole being seems to be that is held captive, and yet and in that we miss the entirety of the freedom and the aliveness and the potential that is what we are, but it's just hidden. We're so entrapped by the mind that it's hidden, and then it's not, because somehow we fall into a conversation that just says it for what it is, and it might not be me. It might not be me saying it in the way that can be heard, but there will be for sure another teacher or a book or a video or a novel or a film or a passing comment from a friend who knows that will suddenly turn the whole thing, will suddenly be the key really to that cage that, oh, it's not true. That's not what I am. That's not what they are. It's not what the future is. This is not reality. And then the slavery is over. Oh, it's great. And the body, that the importance of the body, it's that, isn't it? It comes out of that ethereal, esoteric, invented landscape and into this solid, real, substantial, and now. The body is now. The body is intelligence, and that's what we are. Yeah. Oh, I love it. Thank you, everybody. Lots of love. Bye.